Okay, so I want to start this video out by saying I dumped a bunch of water onto my laptop and probably destroyed it. And this is the same day that I kicked a bunch of Dr. Pepper all over my room. Whatever, you don't care. Anyways, since this is a commentary channel, I decided I would make a video and talk about a bunch of random things and news that I care about that I find interesting. Because to be honest with you, I don't really want to make a video just on Dandadan today. But speaking of Dandadan, the new chapter today was pretty cool. Like I've said before, I didn't really feel like making just a video on that today because I don't really have any like big extensive I can draw it out into a full video kind of thoughts on it. It was cool. I'm enjoying Vamola's backstory. I don't have a ton of thoughts on it. It was cool. I enjoyed it. I liked it. I liked it, and it's a good series. I think it's underrated and I think people should read it, but I didn't have a lot of thoughts to put out there on it, so yeah, I'll throw that in here. I enjoyed it. Cool. I can't wait for the next one. In other anime manga news, there's a movie for Knights of the Zodiac. I know nothing about Knights of the Zodiac. I've never watched it and or read it. My sister does, and she likes it, so we're going to see the movie tonight. I will have no idea what's going on. Okay, so that was anime and manga news. I probably missed a ton because I did no research before making a video supposedly knowing things about anything. So moving on to DC news, because I like DC. Casting is apparently on way for Superman Legacy, so that's cool. There's a lot of names thrown out there, but the front runners seem to be David Cornswent, I believe is how his name is pronounced. Forgive me if I'm wrong. He's our front runner for Superman. I believe Emma McKay is our front runner for Lois Lane, and Nicholas Hoult, I don't remember how you pronounce his last name, is our front runner for Lex Luthor. I think they could all be pretty good. I'm really excited for Superman Legacy. Apparently they're going to have some other DC heroes pop up in there to set it up as a pre-established DC universe. I think that's a pretty smart choice. It all depends on how they do it, though, because we could have too much cramming, and then we have a Batman versus Superman type situation, which is a movie I enjoy, but I'm not going to get into that today. Moving over to Marvel, there's not a ton of other news for Marvel. I mean, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3 not that long ago. Perfect ending to a trilogy. Loved that movie. There's some casting news for Marvel, I guess, for Fantastic Four. It sounds like Adam Driver is in final talks to be Reed Richards. I think he could pull it off. He wasn't my first choice when I was thinking of who I'd cast as Reed Richards, but I'm excited for Fantastic Four. I'll go into it with an open mind, and I think he could pull it off quite well. Margot Robbie is apparently our front runner for Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, which is an interesting choice. I feel like they just thought of a blonde actor. Like, that's how the internet, when they're thinking of recasting Fantastic Four, we're like, oh, what if who's the first blonde actress that comes to your mind? Margot Robbie. And I don't know, I never thought she would actually be in consideration for the role. Don't get me wrong, I really think she could do it, and I think she could do something good with it. Just if she picks up Harley Quinn again for DC, or she's taking on all these other roles. I know she's doing Barbie, which actually looks like a decent movie, by the way. I don't know, all I'm saying really is I never really expected her to be the one in this role, but if she gets it, I think she can do really well with it, and good for her. I think they had someone, I believe it was Paul Mescal or something, I didn't know the actor, who was lined up to play Human Torch, Johnny Storm, but I think he walked from the project or didn't take the role, and there hasn't really been any other rumors. I know people want like Dacre Montgomery and people like that, but I have not heard anything. Haven't heard anything about casting for The Thing. The only thing that was out there was Mila Kunis as The Thing, which sent the internet into a rage. But yeah, she went to dinner with Matt Shackman and said that after the fact on a talk show that she wasn't involved in Fantastic Four, but she knows who is. It's possible that she's lying. Just look at Andrew Garfield with the whole No Way Home thing. The whole I'm not in it. He definitely was. We now know that. So it's possible she's lying. I also don't know. I mean, I'd go into... The Thing is usually I consider to be my favorite member of the Fantastic Four, so I'd be a little disappointed if they changed up the character, but you guys know me. I like Mila Kunis a lot, and I because of that, and basically that only, I'd give it a chance. I'd go into it with an open mind, but I really do just want to see Ben Grimm portrayed as he is, so we'll see what happens with that. Speaking of Mila Kunis, that reminds me of Garten of Banban, because I used her as our actress in that Garten of Banban movie video. So, speaking of Garten of Banban, there's a fourth one coming out. I've touched on that already, so go watch the other video because I don't want to repeat myself. And I guess we're moving into video games, so I'll say someone might be going to jail over Five Nights at Freddy's because they leaked the movie trailer, so that's cool. I didn't see the leak. I don't want to. I want to see it when it officially comes out. But yeah, that's interesting. I believe it was a YouTuber named Kaiju Cooper or something like that. But yeah, going to jail over Five Nights at Freddy's, that's impressive. And Mortal Kombat 1 is what people are calling it, but it seems to be a new Mortal Kombat game on the horizon, and rumors of Peacemaker and Homelander being our guest characters to start out, which would both be really cool. It seems like it's going to be another reboot of the timeline, which is interesting because they just did that not that long ago with MK9. But I've always liked Mortal Kombat, so I'm interested to see where they go with it. And final bit of news I want to touch on, Anthpo, YouTuber. He's done now. He said that when he graduated college, he was going to, stop doing YouTube, and it appears as though that has just happened. He has a video up about it, and it is really sad to see him go, but hey, YouTubers following through with their promises like that, not always consistent, so good on him for that. I guess I enjoyed his content personally. I know a lot of other people did too, and so it's sad to see him go, but I wish him all the best in his life and everything that he does in the future, if he ever watches this for any reason, which, like the Luna thing, I doubt. But yeah, that's all the news I really wanted to touch on today. I don't really know why I decided to do this. Maybe I'll do it again, maybe I won't. I kind of want to do the story times as the main focus of this channel, which I have been doing, but we'll see how that goes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one later.